Good evening, and thank you for joining tonight. We are going to be talking about essential oils and hormones. And this month, Young Living has focused on us women. And as we know, there is Women's Day happening on August 9th. So we have that public holiday. And as usual, Young Living has a focus on giving us the products and essential oils and all the things that are related to what's happening. So let me jump over to some slides and get the show on the road here. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see this. Jade, I actually see you. Can you see my screen? Cool, thank you. Okay. So oils and hormones. Happy hormones are essential, and we cannot wait to share easy, oily ways to support your hormone wellness. So a quick overview of what I'm going to be talking about tonight. And by the way, hi, my name is Jade. If anyone is new here and you don't know me, so lovely to be here and to be talking to you about this evening. I've been using Young Living products for over 5 years and got started because my little one was not well. She had febrile seizures, and I learned how amazing these products are. We had great success, and we have not used any drugs or medicines, conventional, traditional medicines in my house for 5 years, for as long as we've had Young Living in our home. So I'm a huge advocate. I'm a huge believer in it. They definitely work. And it's really awesome and brilliant to know that we have products for so many things. So we not only have things for cleaning the house and products for babies and products for elderly, but we also have amazing essential oils for happy, healthy hormones. So tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about what essential oils are, why Young Living, because we know that there are so many brands out there, and it's really important that we actually choose correctly. There's so many reasons for that, and I'll touch on that. Then we'll talk about what hormones are. I mean, some people don't really understand it, and there's no shame in that. I know I've learned a lot, and I'm still always learning. We'll also touch on what controls hormones, the symptoms of hormonal imbalance, and then essential oils for the endocrine system, a hormone helper lineup, and then some resources and next steps. And I'll touch on what's happening this August with Young Living. And then, of course, as always, we'll have questions and answers. So a quick little thing. I know I already said my name is Jade, but here we go. More formally, I'm Jade Elmale. Hi, everybody. I have 2 kids, 2 girls. They're aged 10 and 8, and a very creative husband who helps me with lots of things in this thing that I get to call my business, which is my work, my passion. I've been doing this business or work since December 2016, and I'm a platinum leader with Young Living. I used to actually work as a sleep coach with parents on healthy habits and establishing routines. I really do love making people laugh. That is one of my favorite things to do, and inspiring hearts. And the other favorite thing is I really do enjoy empowering others with knowledge. And there's nothing better than watching other people rise. So I wanted to say also in this, I'm actually helping out a mom right now with her little one and getting her baby on a nice, healthy routine. Okay, so let's touch on why Young Living. So Young Living goes beyond organic cultivation. So they have native farming practices with over 25 years. Actually, now it's over 28 years of experience. I'm wrong, even it's 29 years. I know that. We just had a big convention, and it's the 29-year celebration they did. So they have over 29 years of experience and a strong belief in positive energy. So they really believe that farmers need to come to work with a good heart, a good attitude, and that gets given to the plants. And we will feel that, we will know that, we will sense that in the essential oil that we have. We believe in our harvesting and distillation to be the correct time, very slow, low heat, first time distillation only. So that makes our essential oils 100% pure. We also have a seed to seal promise. So we own our own farms. We do partner with other farms, but we make sure that they are up to our seed to seal guarantee, our quality commitment, which is basically from the time that seeds are chosen till the time a bottle is sealed, Young Living is controlled every single step of the way. We also do extensive in-house testing and external testing, and every single oil is tested an average of 95 times before it is released to the market. So we use essential oils aromatically, topically, and internally. That's our oils, of course, our Young Living essential oils. So aromatically means using a diffuser and or just taking the oil from the bottle and smelling it. Topically, we'll put it in a roller, or we will put it on the area where it hurts. Internally, we can use capsules and take something to prevent getting sick. We can also add it to our food and water for flavoring, for detoxing, all sorts of reasons as well. So essential oils can help us realign emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And the way that they work, by the way, and it's pretty amazing how quickly they are felt in the body. So in 22 seconds, the molecules will reach the brain. In 2 minutes, they'll be found in the bloodstream. In 20 minutes, they'll affect every single cell in the body. And the reason behind this is the science is because essential oils are extremely tiny in size, the molecules within them. And our human receptors are also, so it's a perfect natural medicine. So basically our cells understand the molecular structure of an essential oil, and because they are so teeny tiny, they actually do cross the blood-brain barrier. So very few drugs, if any at all really, can actually do that. Okay, so let's go into hormones. So what are hormones? Hormones are chemical substances that act like messenger molecules in the body. After being made in one part of the body, they travel to other parts of the body where they help control how cells and organs do their work. So what controls our hormones? Sorry, I don't know what this thing is telling me. Okay, what controls our hormones? Our endocrine system is made up of glands that produce hormones and release them into the blood. And what does the endocrine system affect? The endocrine system affects a large number of the body's functions: temperature, metabolism, sexual function, reproduction, moods, and growth and development. So pretty darn important. And then this little graphic also shows the effects of hormones. So again, they'll affect your mood, infertility, menopause, perimenopause, energy, craving carbs, thinning hair, endometriosis, PCOS, pregnancy, breastfeeding, hair loss, and that can also be postpartum hair loss, PMS, menstrual cycles, and migraines. You might also get headaches or brain fog, progesterone issues, testosterone issues, vaginal dryness, painful sex, lack of libido, thyroid issues. That is the MTHFR that also will affect that. Hashimoto's, anxiety, fatigue, fibromyalgia, and acne. So these are all symptoms. If any of these for you are abnormal, it would be very helpful to go and just get your hormones tested and see what is out of whack. But don't worry, we have good news. We are going to educate you on how you can bring things back into balance. So our hormones are all controlled here in the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus area of the brain. We also have the thyroid gland. We have the thymus, adrenal glands, pancreas, and ovaries in a woman. And in a man, the difference there is, of course, he has testes instead of ovaries. Okay, so moving on, I wanted to show you the oils for this month, which are so awesome that we are focusing on the main ones that we actually need for hormone support. So we have Clary Sage, Endoflex, Dragon Thyme, Progessence, Phyto Plus, and rose ointment. And I want to just talk to you about rose ointment because I love this ointment. So going through each one of these, okay, Clary Sage. The best way to describe the smell of Clary Sage for me, we say that it has a rich herbaceous aroma. Doesn't really give you that much clue. I find that it smells almost like a herb on with like a little bit of tobacco, but that old school style tobacco and leather. You know, that kind of a smell when you smell like a wet leather, basically. So that's how it smells to me. It's very relaxing, soothing, and balancing. It creates a stable and calm atmosphere that supports feelings of positivity, especially during PMS. So really helpful to try that. It's soothing to menstrual cramps. It helps reduce premenopause symptoms such as hot flashes and addresses hair loss caused by hormone imbalance. So you would apply it like 2 to 3 drops on the abdomen, especially if you have cramps. You can add 1 or 2 drops to Epsom salts before pouring into bath water for a peaceful, calming bath. You can also add a few drops to your pillow for sleep. Now, I wouldn't just put them on the pillow. I'd actually rub it between my hands and then pat my hands on the pillow. You can also apply topically by adding 2 drops to your lotion. Feel free to add it to your shampoo. And you can diffuse it when meditating or practicing yoga or in prayer. So those are some of the really wonderful ways to use clary sage. Then we have Endoflex. So Endoflex uses a base of sesame seed oil and adds to our proprietary blend of essential oils for wellness support. So it includes spearmint, sage, geranium, myrtle, nutmeg, and German chamomile, which really help to have an overall healthy lifestyle. These hormone balancing oils flex and strengthen the endocrine system. It may support the pineal and pituitary glands, parathyroid, thymus, and adrenal glands, like the cortisol producers. So I will say that my favorite thing that I've learned about Endoflex is any person who tells me I get once a month, I get an absolute migraine, and it's definitely hormonally related. Endoflex is the answer as far as I'm concerned. It's the thing that will really help you. The other thing that we've found, which is so interesting to me, is if you have very dry, cracked heels, it's oftentimes a sign that your thyroid is actually out of whack. So Endoflex will help for that to get back in balance and you won't have such dry, cracked heels. So it may also help alleviate hot flashes and stimulate weight loss by improving metabolic function, and it creates a calming and balancing aroma. So I will also say it does give energy. So I like to use this essential oil in the morning time, and I personally like to have it in a roller. So you can add an Aroma Glide fitment onto the top of this, and then you just roll it on the top of your kidneys, like on your lower back. So you can apply it by putting a drop in a glass of water, juice, or a relaxing cup of tea. It really has a nice smell to it, and it's got wonderful essential oils in it. You can also dip a toothpick in the oil and swirl it in your drink if you find the taste too strong. You can take it daily with a gel capsule. So you combine 1 drop of Endoflex with a drop of vegetable carrier oil, which Young Living has. It's called V6 Vegetable Oil Complex, or you can use olive oil. Apply topically to thyroid, which is going to be here around our neck. I personally found it was too strong for me to use it up by my thyroid. I just found that my neck area is quite sensitive. So either I've taken it before and diluted it 1-to-1 with carrier oil, then I'm fine with using it on my neck. But honestly, I use it as is now, and I put it on my lower back, and that seems to really help. So you can apply topically, as I say, to the thyroid, the kidneys, which is your lower back down there, liver, which the best way to find where your liver is it's in your front right, pretty much right under your bra line, okay? And the pancreas is your front left, on like kind of the opposite side and a little bit lower, like underneath your rib cage. So it may work well when applied to Vitus flex points on the feet, including under the big toe and on the throat or endocrine gland locations. Dragon Time. So I also really love Dragon Time for anyone who suffers very bad moods. If you find that your moods are out of whack before you are getting your period, so 5 days before a period, also helpful when you're going through menopause and things are up and down and a little bit all over. Dragon Time will really, really help to just bring that calm back. So it is a blend of fennel, clary sage, marjoram, lavender, blue yarrow, and jasmine essential oils, and it has a calming and grounding aroma. It has a sweet herbaceous scent. Combined with deep breathing, it can help you feel more in touch with your feelings and aware of the outside factors that might be contributing to your mood. It offers emotional support during PMS and can benefit overall hormone stress. It's used to help alleviate premenstrual and menstrual cramps and discomfort as well. So if you do get cramps, you definitely want to put some on your abdomen. So you'd use it topically there. And it prevents horrendous breakouts and cravings. You know, that whole feed me chocolate when you feel like crazy. So it's really helpful for that. Application, to begin, you can dilute 1 drop of Dragon Time with 1 drop of V6 or olive oil and apply to the desired area as needed. Work up to applying 5 drops of Dragon Time neat on lower belly and 1 drop on the ankles. And you can diffuse it as well up to 30 minutes 3 times a day. So for me, I struggled to like the smell of Dragon Time. It really offended me. But I now use it. I actually, again, put it on an Aroma Glide fitment, and I'll use it on my inner arms 5 days before my period. And that really helps the most. So I'll leave it in my bathroom by where I put my toothbrush. And I remember to use it at night, for, as I say, 5 days before I get my period. Okay, Progessence Plus. This one is, I feel like I could do a class just on this one because I'm such a huge fan of this. It's not an essential oil. It's actually a serum. And it is formulated for women. It promotes well-being and feelings of relaxation, harmony, and balance. The essential oils in here are frankincense, bergamot, and peppermint. So it has such a lovely smell, actually. It's 100% plant-based serum, which includes naturally derived ingredients that help the product absorb easily into the skin. So normalizing progesterone levels can help balance other hormones. All hormones are important to bone health and alleviates heavy periods. It helps with hormonal migraines as well. The other ways, and what I have found with Progessence Plus, is remember that it can replace using a synthetic hormone. So a lot of people do hormone replacements. And this, for me, I would say, please try Progessence Plus before you move to doing that. So just try. And you would want to use this once a day is fine to start. And some people do get sensitive with progessence. They find that their skin just feels a little bit sensitive where they put it. So it's kind of a known thing for us oilers that you want to move the location of where you apply it. And typically it works great in like soft tissue. So you can again do 1 swipe on the inner, your inner arm here. But the other great place is around your ankle, on the inside of your ankle. So what I like to do is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I will do it on my forearm, on the inner part of my forearm. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I'll do it on my ankle, and the weekends is on my ankles. So that's how I kind of remember where I'm putting it. But if you use it where you use it and you've never found that issue and you don't get sensitive, it's really not a problem. So other things that are super important to mention is you absolutely must use only organic and non-toxic feminine hygiene products with it. So whether you are using a menstrual cup or if you are using tampons, make sure that they are organic and non-toxic. Also ensure that you're getting enough water and good fats to help keep your bowels moving. Use it daily in the morning and night. So I say morning and night, this is for if someone is trying to fall pregnant, if someone is feeling like they do suffer hormonal migraines, then definitely use it twice a day. If it is just regular day-to-day maintenance and you actually don't have very heavy periods or things are actually pretty stable, then you really are going to be fine with just once a day. So again, you'd use it daily. On the inner forearms, 2 swipes each, 1, 2. You can start out with just 1 arm and swipe, and then after a few months, increase it to 2 arms and swipes. That's pretty important as well. A lot of us need to build up to that. So I've worked with a few people who have been able to take themselves off of very carefully and being, monitoring it, off of synthetic hormone replacements. And they have used this in place of that. And again, it just starts slow and then builds up, okay? Because it is, your body wants to adjust to that as well. So Progessence Plus is also incredible for pregnant women. A lot of times, and of course, this is, I don't want to throw out a statement, but oftentimes miscarriages happen because we didn't have enough progesterone being produced in the body. So if you have been through a miscarriage, or if you are just hoping to prevent one, I think we're all hoping to prevent them, but, then Progessence Plus is really, really helpful to keep that growing, developing embryo, zygote, whatever stage it's at, to keep it solid and in there and constantly growing. So Progessence Plus is going to help you so much with that. Ningxia Red is also incredible for that. So Progessence Plus is an excellent progesterone supplement balancing your mood, supports hormone health and reproductive health. So fantastic to use if you're trying to fall pregnant, fantastic if you are pregnant to just support. And again, honestly, if you are a woman and you have a menstrual cycle, it is so helpful. The thing is that when we start to go through menopause, we actually will lose that menstrual cycle and our bodies lose progesterone. So this is still so supportive to help the female body to actually be doing all of the things that it actually should be doing. So in other words, we want progesterone, and sadly our bodies often don't produce enough of it. So this is just going to help and support that. Then we have Ningxia Red. You can pop them in the fridge to drink cold in the morning and afternoon. It will flood the body with nutrition. Ningxia Red is made of nutrient-rich fruits and plants, and we actually use the whole plant from the stem, the root, all of it, the fruit, everything. So it creates a pulp, and then that we turn into like a juice. So it is one of the best superfoods that I think I know, and full of antioxidants, which are crucial for reproductive health and cleaning out our system of all the free radicals and the toxins and everything, so that we can focus on growing that sweet little life. So then rose ointment, I'm highlighting this one because it's just arrived on South African shores. So it is full of oils that make your skin happy, like rose, of course, and nourishing carrier oils like castor oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil, I know it is jojoba oil, and argan oil. It seals moisture into the skin and replenishes its moisture barrier. It's a great substitute for over-the-counter creams and lotions. It contains 100%, of course, plant-based and naturally derived ingredients. It's formulated without parabens, phthalates, petrochemicals, synthetic fragrances, or dyes and colorants. It's ultra versatile. It's very easy to use, vegan and cruelty-free, and it's made for sensitive skin. So some ways that we use this is if you got too much sun, we can't wait for that, right? But when we get too much sun, you can rub it on with some lavender. It's brilliant as a nappy irritation relief. For wind-chapped skin or lips, often you'll see that on babies, right? You see that their cheeks get very red and it looks like chafed. For a teeny bit as a moisturizer at night. A makeup primer, you can also use a tiny bit of that. For cracked feet, apply and cover it with cotton socks. For dry skin spots, chapped lips, dry elbows, any skin issues, so any kind of rash or something that you don't know what's going on, cuticles, cracked knuckles, and you can also mix rose ointment with a drop of cypress for hemorrhoid relief. So I wanted to show you, I actually have this one here, and this is the size of it. So it's not the hugest tub. I cannot tell you how long this thing lasts because it is very condensed in here, and you use very, very little. A little bit goes a long way. You'll see that when you scoop some out, it will like melt in your hands a bit, and you just don't need a lot. So I also want to mention, it does not smell like rose. Some people are quite upset about that. My husband is thrilled about that. He cannot stand the smell of rose, but rose is actually our anti-ager, and it is brilliant for all things skin. The reason that it doesn't smell like rose is because it's just not that much that gets put into it because it's not needed. And there are so many of those carrier oils in there, like the avocado, the argan, all the rest of it. So it's just a big combo. But just to mention, it doesn't smell like rose. So other things, I wanted to share some recipes. There is this one called Dew Kissed Skin Moisturizer, which you can put 5 drops of myrrh, frankincense, geranium, half a jar of your rose ointment, mix it all well and use it daily as a moisturizer before bed. Again, you're going to use very little, like you just scoop your finger in there. Think of it like lip balm. It's the same amount that you would need. Then the ultimate soothing balm, 8 drops of helichrysum, 5 drops of myrrh, 4 drops of sacred frankincense or frankincense, and 4 drops of lavender. a quarter to a half a jar of your rose ointment. Apply to the needed area 2 to 5 times a day. Frequency and consistency are crucial if you're using it for big, important reasons. Helichrysum is a must for these recipes and an oil we definitely keep on hand. It's also a favorite for postpartum moms. So you understand why, right? That's if you have any tearing or scarring, then you would use that for that purpose. It's just really, really healing. Okay, so another gentle soothing balm, 5 drops of geranium, 4 drops of helichrysum, 3 drops of lavender, 2 drops of patchouli or gentle baby. Again, a quarter to a half of your jar of rose ointment, and you would apply to those needed areas 2 to 5 times a day. So a lot of people ask about eczema. This is a really, really awesome product to get if you have eczema. Also, if you have little ones, and or if you have pets in the house, this is so helpful. A lot of times animals get hot spots, or maybe they even did get bitten by a pest or a flea or whatever it is, and they're scratching and bothered and itching. This rose ointment is absolutely brilliant for that. So then I wanted to touch on some testimonials here. This person writes, ladies, I wanted to share my experience using these 2 gems. So she's using Endoflex and Progescence. I started out by using 1 drop of Endoflex a day and 2 drops of Pro Plus morning and night to help balance hormones. I was finding I was still having crippling episodes a couple of times a month where I would be bedridden for the whole weekend with a migraine type headache, nausea, body aches, and extreme exhaustion. I actually thought I was just run down and susceptible to viruses. I decided to bump up my use of Endoflex and Progescence Plus to 2 drops, 1 morning, 1 night, and 4 drops of Pro Plus, 2 drops twice a day, about 5 months ago. This regimen has worked beautifully, and I'm no longer having these debilitating hormonal symptoms. I highly recommend adding these 2 products to your daily routine to help balance hormones. Okay, rose ointment. This person says, oh, rose ointment, how I love thee. I've had this cute little jar for about 6 months now, and I've used it for so many different things. My son asks for it when his face or lip area is chapped from licking it and the wind hitting it. I use it on my face with a little frank at night time after I wash it. My face gets so dry in the winter. On my lips as chapstick. I put it on any irritated skin, including my baby's butt. On dry heels, on cuticles. I used it this summer with lavender when I got too much sun on my face and shoulders. For any kind of skin issues, I usually run for this in lavender. A little goes a long way. I still have a lot left, and it's not super expensive. Okay, and then Clary Sage, a testimonial here. So my daughter had her baby this week. It was her first. Her water broke at approximately 10 p.m. She arrived at the hospital at 10:30. They hooked her up to the monitors to check her contractions. She was 2 centimeters dilated and 70% effaced. Once they confirmed she was in active labor around midnight, I massaged her neck and inner ankles with Clary Sage, applied Valor to her wrists to give her courage, diffuse stress away, which is known as YL Haven for us, and frankincense, what she wanted. The Clary Sage seemed to accelerate her contractions and progress her labor. At about 2 a.m., she was already 8 centimeters dilated, and they administered the epidural. Baby Nate was born at 4:02 a.m. I do believe that the Clary Sage helped her not have a long, drawn-out labor. 2 days after birth, her breast milk still had not come in, and I made a roller of fennel and basil, and she applied it around the breast, avoiding the nipple. A few hours later, what do you know? The milk came in. It never fails to amaze me when I see these precious oils work. She's a happy camper, and so am I. I am a grandma. So that was a cute one. And then just to show you all the specials that we have for August. So we have some awesome, brilliant bundles, discounts, and then, of course, our new product, which is rose ointment. Okay, so if you want to buy any of these that we spoke about, these essential oils individually, there are 10% of each of them. So Dragon Time is 661 Rand. It's usually 735 Rand. It lasts so long. I still have mine. I use it every month. And I honestly cannot remember the last time I bought this. I think maybe 11 months ago, more. Yeah, well over a year ago. Endoflex, I do use this one daily, and I would say that I'm probably buying this every 7 months. So it's 374 Rand. It's regularly 415. Pro Plus, Progescence Plus, is 488 Rand. It's regularly 542. That is an absolute steal. That stuff, I told you guys, it's my favorite. And then Clary Sage is 247 Rand. It's usually 275. Please make sure when you are looking for them on your virtual office, and you can ask for help. If you don't know how to do that, feel free to message me. I'll put my phone number in the chat as well. Make sure you notice on all the item numbers here, they have the letter D at the end. D stands for discount. So the way that it works with Young Living is when an item is on sale or there's a promo, it will get a D added to the end of it. So make sure you don't just type Clary Sage and then you choose the regular priced one. We have to actually relist almost another item. That's how it has to get done in the system. And then you will get the one that is discounted. Okay, or you buy the whole bundle, which I cannot tell you how much I recommend. If you are on ER, Essential Rewards, which is our monthly loyalty program, it is well worth it to be on that. You get points back. There are so many awesome things that you get. But for this month, you can get all 4 of these anytime in this month, by the way. It's regularly, if you bought each one of these, it would be 1,967 Rand. So it's 30% off, and you get all 4 of them for 1,377. It's such a steal, and it's 95 PV. Do yourself a favor and get a lip balm or something else. Get your PV to 100 PV if you want to grab this, because at 100 PV, our promo, gosh, I'm now trying to remember what the 100 PV was. I think it might be, it's 20 ER points. So you will get your regular ER points and you'll get an additional 20 as well, which is cool. So ER points are like clicks rewards, and then you get to redeem that later for free product. So we also have an exfoliation bundle. You can save 17% on this. So it's for 430 Rand, you get a free bath mitt, a grapefruit, and a geranium bourbon. It smells amazing. It would be 566 Rand. So that's also a steal for that one. And then, of course, we have our new product, which has rose essential oil infused. It's 475 Rand for this little guy. And a reminder, this really does last long. I've had mine for well over a year, actually. So it's a brilliant product to have in your house, especially now as we're in winter. But as we all learn together, it's also going to be great for summer. It's just one of those like ointment balms that I think every household needs. So it's 27 PV, that's product value or point value. So if you are on Essential Rewards, you only need to do 50 PV. So again, just add that, and you can even get 1 or 2 of those other hormone oils to try, and you've satisfied your Essential Rewards bundle. A reminder that Bloom is back. We're very excited about this. It's our collagen complete drink. It tastes phenomenal. It actually tastes like an apricot fruity flavor. It is so delicious, and it's got so many good things in this. It is not vegan, by the way. It does use marine life collagen. That's where they're getting it from. But of course, everything is done with the utmost of care, sustainability, wild caught, all the things that you would want in this product. So it's all there. And if you haven't tried it, I really encourage you to try this. It's delicious and it is really brilliant. And we shared a testimonial about it on our group. So here is the August promos, just to show you when you are on Essential Rewards. That's the lighter yellow, and you place an order of 100 PV, you will get 20 ER points space banked in your account. If you spend 120 PV, you will get this 20 ER points plus a Thieves hand sanitizer for your purse. If you spend 150 PV, you'll get the YL Haven, which is 15 mils, and these other 2. If you spend 200 PV, you get patchouli and all of the others. So again, it builds up, it adds up. At 250 PV, German chamomile and patchouli and YL Haven and the sanitizer and the 20 points. And then at 300 PV, sacred frankincense, as well as free shipping, by the way. So you would get then this whole bundle, which is actually valued at 2,573 Rand and 50 cents. So it's a great deal. And if you are on quick order, which means you're doing a one-time order, then you'll see here that you only get some of these are applicable, and you have to spend a little bit more typically. So the only one here where it's the same for both is 120 PV for the Thieves sanitizer. Okay, this month we are very busy because one of my favorite humans is coming from the United States to meet with us and talk to us, and I so hope you guys get to meet her. We are doing some super fun classes. We will be doing, these are the calls first, sorry. So I will talk about Young Living's business opportunity. In this picture are some of my other favorite humans, and are some of you, maybe even on this call. So we do this work together. This is all of us jumping in the lavender field here in Croatia. So it was a retreat trip that we all earned, which was really, really special. And that's very cool about Young Living, when we actually do well in this business and we share with others, and we have a success, we share it with someone else, they have a success, then we get the opportunity to visit the farms, which is just very unique and very special. So join us if you want on Tuesday, August 22nd at 8 p.m. It's absolutely free, of course, and I will go through how you too can earn an income, whether it's a side income or becomes your full-time income like mine. I'll teach you how we do that and what that's about. So join us on that call. And we have a speed oiling event. This is going to be so much fun, and there will be lots of raffles going on, and it will just be very fast paced and just super, super fun. That's going to be at the Experience Center, which is in Johannesburg. If you haven't ever been there, please come. You guys will love it. And we will give you a hot drink and a snack, and it will be a 2-hour super fun experience. So we're going to do it 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. in person in Roodepoort, and you'll get to see the Experience Center if you have not yet. It's really beautiful there. And of course, you can pick up whatever orders you might want. So if you are already a Young Living member, you can get your Essential Rewards order there, and then you don't pay for shipping, which is quite cool. And then we have in Cape Town an oily bingo event, which is going to be fun and different as well. So we will be playing bingo, which will be super fun. There will be prizes for whoever wins. And we will have a full breakfast, actually. And this menu is beautiful and delicious. So you can win amazing essential oil prizes, and you'll learn how these oils work and how they can improve your healthy lifestyle. Also, if you bring a friend, you'll get a gift. And I do have Quicket links for both of those. If you don't have them, let me know and I'll send it to you. At the end of the month, Durban, Young Living is going to Durban, and they're doing a sensational event. Please join in Durban. At the moment, it's at the Bond Shed, and there is also a Quicket link for that. So they're doing that in the morning, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then, of course, I have an online class that's always ongoing, and you can get free oily education in there in a group that's called There's an Oil for That. It's on Facebook, and it shows you that link at the bottom, which is www.hello-essentials.com/TAOFT, which stands for There's an Oil for That. Okay. And finally, that brings me to the end of this class. So I'm going to stop sharing for a sec and return to you guys. Please let me know, does anyone have any questions on anything that we discussed tonight? Feel free to just type it in the chat if you like. I am going to put my phone number in here if anyone wants to WhatsApp me. And if not, let me know if you need any links to anything. Elmarie, you have a question, please ask.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I would just like to know which of these oils would be beneficial as supplements for postmenopausal women.
Okay, great question. It's definitely going to be Progessence Plus. So postmenopausal women are going to find that with the decrease of progesterone, that the most common symptoms are a lack of libido and vaginal dryness, along with a host of other things, but those are two of the most common, I would say. And so Progessence Plus really helps to support that. And Sunette really recommends Clary Sage for postmenopausal as well. Sunette, why don't you unmute yourself and share with us why? She also does so many classes on hormones. Here we go. I'll ask you to unmute.
I'm sitting in the dark. There we go. Let me switch on my light. Yeah, so Clary Sage, I think I heard somebody say the other day that a lot of our oils gives the blueprint for something in the body, and Clary Sage gives the blueprint for estrogen. So I know we focus on progesterone, which I totally agree you need that, but we also need the good balance between estrogen and progesterone. And what clary sage does, it just helps the body naturally to build up its estrogen levels to what it should be. And I find that that combo is really good. It's also great for just balancing of emotions. So besides the hormonal balance, I think it's a really great one just for helping with all the things we go through in terms of emotions.
Thanks, Annette.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sometimes I also get asked, this question comes up quite a lot. What if my periods aren't regular and I don't know when or how to use essential oils? Sometimes when we are going through perimenopause or menopause, everything's a little all over the place. And we actually then say, focus on the moon and the moon cycle, and assume, like tonight with the super moon. By the way, if none of you have gone out to look at the moon, please take a moment to go and look at the moon tonight. You need to open the curtains, you need to go on your balcony, go outside. It is utterly exquisite. So that might also explain why there's been emotional, very interesting energies going on with this moon. We are absolutely affected by the moon as women and as humans, right? That's how the ocean is affected. We are 70% fluid. So this is why we are very, very affected by the moon, despite any belief system that you might have. We are truly affected. So what we say is, if you don't have a normal, quote unquote normal, as in an every 28-day cycle, or maybe your cycle is just currently irregular or something's going on, and or if you've had a hysterectomy, so you no longer actually have a bleed, then follow the moon cycle. So assume that when you see a full moon, you have a period for 5 days, 5 to 7 days. And then you can use our essential oils accordingly. So during those first 5 to 7 days, you wouldn't really need to use the Progessence Plus. And then you can just be using your Endoflex, and you can be using your Clary Sage. So it all depends on what's going on. We have done an amazing class. Jeanette actually hosted it for us, where we did like a more advanced hormone class. If any of you want to watch, it's on our YouTube channel. So we do have it in there. And the other thing I wanted to say, is just that's really helpful if you just no longer have a period at all, or if yours is just so all over the place and you're wanting to re-regulate it and you want to use the oils in the right way. That's often helpful to know. Any other questions? No. Okay. Well, I hope that this was helpful. And then Sunette also says, always address stress with hormones. And I could not agree more. I think like our cortisol levels often are, we just live in a very fast-paced, crazy world. And we need to also work on lowering our stress to try and keep our hormones balanced. So that's why for me, things like having these Epsom salt baths with YL Haven, with the stress relieving essential oils, are so incredibly helpful as well. So to kind of see it as a hand in hand. And that's it. That brings me to the end of this discussion. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful and wonderful August. I wish you a very lovely Women's Day on next week, Wednesday. I hope to see so many of you. If you're in Johannesburg, please pop in, come to our speed oiling event. It will just be so nice to see you guys. And if you're in Cape Town, come to our oily bingo. It will also be fun. But lots of love to you all, and we'll connect soon. Bye, guys.